Dash cams are designed to catch accidents, bad drivers, or insurance scams. But sometimes they capture things so bizarre, tragic, or downright chilling that they stay burned in your mind. Tonight, we're looking at 4 more disturbing things caught on Dashcam. These aren't just clips to gawk at, each one has a deeper story behind it. Viewer discretion is advised. From an optical illusion that made people believe in ghost cars, to a kidnapping victim rescued at the last possible second, to 2 catastrophic plane crashes caught from the road. Each of these moments changed how people see dash cams, and in some cases, even influenced safety rules. Before we dive in, let's take a second to think about why dash cams have become so popular. In countries like Russia, they're practically mandatory because of insurance fraud. In the US and Asia, they've become everyday tools for accountability. But beyond that, dash cams have given us incredible footage of natural disasters, once-in-a-lifetime accidents, and yes, some truly disturbing events. Tonight's stories show that sometimes the most unbelievable moments aren't staged. They can just happen in front of a lens. Our first story is one of the most replayed clips in police dash cam history. Garden City, Georgia, 1997. Officers attempt a routine stop where the suspect takes off. A chase begins. Nothing unusual until the ending. What you just saw looks impossible. The suspect's car seems to phase through a solid chain link fence. The police slam on the brakes, completely baffled. The suspect gets away. When this clip first circulated on TV, viewers immediately called it the ghost car. Paranormal forums exploded with theories. Some swore it was proof of interdimensional travel or spirits intervening. But the truth is stranger in a different way. If you freeze the footage and look closely, the fence isn't entirely rigid. Over time, the top rail had loosened. When the suspect plowed forward, the fence actually flexed upward like a giant flap, allowing the car to slip under while snapping back into place behind it. From the dashcam's angle, it looked like solid metal had been passed through. The clip even appeared on Fact or Faked, Paranormal Files, where investigators recreated the illusion with fencing, rails, and camera perspective. Their conclusion? No ghosts, just physics and a trick of the camera. Still, the clip remains one of the most iconic and unsettling, because for those few seconds, it feels like reality broke. Dash cams don't just record mysteries, they can also save lives. Louisville, Kentucky, 2012. Officers pull over a suspicious vehicle. Nothing unusual at first, but then, listen carefully. That sound wasn't the car itself. It was a person, trapped inside the trunk. Officers pry it open and make a horrifying discovery. A bound and terrified convenience store clerk. He had been kidnapped during a robbery and stuffed inside with no way out. Thanks to the stop, he was rescued before his captors could vanish, or worse. Local media later reported that the suspects faced kidnapping and robbery charges. The victim survived, shaken, but alive. It's the kind of footage that reminds you why routine stops matter. For the officer, it's just another day. But for the victim, it was literally the difference between life and death. It's disturbing not just because of what happened, but because of what could have happened if that trunk had never been opened. How many people drive past cars every day, never knowing what or who might be inside? Our third case is one of the most haunting examples of why dashcams are so important. Taipei, Taiwan, 2015. Morning rush hour. Commuters inch forward on a busy bridge. Then, out of nowhere, an ATR-72 passenger plane dips into view. The plane banks sharply, clips a taxi and the edge of the bridge, and crashes into the Keelung River. In seconds, 43 lives are lost. Only 15 passengers survive. At first, no one knew what had happened. The dashcam footage gave investigators a crucial piece of the puzzle: the dramatic left bank that showed how the plane stalled. Later, analysis revealed a heartbreaking mistake. One engine lost power after takeoff. In the confusion, the pilot shut down the wrong engine, the one still working. That left the plane with no thrust. Investigators called it a textbook case of task overload and human error. The crash sparked major reforms in training, particularly emphasizing engine-out drills and cockpit resource management. The dashcam footage, replayed worldwide, wasn't just shocking, it became an educational tool for aviation safety. It's disturbing to watch, but it's also a grim reminder of how fragile flight can be when procedures break down. Our last clip is even harder to watch, but just as important. Afghanistan 2013. A national airlines Boeing 747 cargo jet takes off from Bagram Airfield. At first, everything looks routine, but seconds after leaving the ground, the aircraft suddenly pitches upward and stalls. The 747 plummets back down, exploding on impact. All 7 crew members are killed, and incredibly, a dash cam from a vehicle nearby the runway captures the entire thing. What investigators found was chilling. The cargo hold carried 5 massive armored vehicles. During takeoff, several were not properly secured. They shifted violently backwards, smashing into hydraulic systems and forcing the aircraft's nose up at a deadly angle. Once a stall begins at that altitude, there is no recovery. The NTSB report later blamed inadequate cargo restraint procedures and gaps in crew training. Airlines worldwide updated their policies to prevent another disaster. But for the families of the crew and anyone who saw the footage, the damage was already done. So what do these 4 clips teach us? That sometimes the camera doesn't lie, but it doesn't always tell the whole story either. The ghost car looked paranormal, but it was just engineering. The trunk rescue shows how a simple traffic stop can save a life. And the 2 plane crashes prove how dashcams can capture history in its most tragic form, helping investigators learn and hopefully prevent repeats. Dashcams don't blink. They don't look away. They record the moments that humans can't always explain or would rather forget. And sometimes, that's exactly what we need to make sense of this world. If you found this breakdown interesting, subscribe for more deep dives into strange and disturbing moments caught on camera.